Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Wentz now to throw. Incomplete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Sunday.
Running with Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, I want to get some early season predictions from you because I love to do that. And I like to hold you to what you say later in the year. How about MVP and Defensive Player of the Year predictions from you, Mr. Davis?
Well, it could be the same person if I chose Aaron Donald, couldn't it? Because the last couple of years, he's been the Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL and made a strong case to be the MVP overall, even though he hasn't won those. But here's what I'm going to do. Patrick Mahomes won it last year through 50 touchdown passes. He could easily throw 40 touchdown passes and people call it an off year, but it'll still be enough for him to be the MVP. I think this kid is just special. I think he wins it for the 2nd straight year. And then on the defensive side, I'm going with a major surprise. The Tennessee Titans could be a top 5 defense. Kevin Byard, safety, signed a new contract. He will play and justify that.
And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 77 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people. And oftentimes, you come up wrong on your angle trying to tackle him.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's T.J. Carey who picked it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Check 53's Mike. Go. Hurry. Kings. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the gun, Mayfield. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. As the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now Sproles. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
The final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Set. 180. 57. Hey, watch the slant.
On 2nd down, Hilliard, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 180. All day, baby, all day. Check it out, check it out. Alert, 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 alert.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Squeeze, squeeze, double, double. Kill, kill, kill. Up, Jackson. Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hurry, hurry. I got you.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here we go, here we go.
And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line.
And the Browns' 1st down.
180. Man, I got you. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Hurry, hurry. Point it right, point it right, point it right. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Smooth. Here we go. Here we go. Regular, regular, regular. Mark 57. X3. 218, chopper. I'm going back to you.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Good. 180. 57. I'm on, I'm on. I got it.
Chubb. Trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through him.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Good. 180. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle, Sheldon Richardson, came barreling in for the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's turning in a heck of a game. He's creeping up towards 200 yards, a pair of touchdowns now to go along with it.
There's so many things we can talk about in his game because we're seeing it all from him. But I love his vision. He's seeing the holes develop. He's seeing holes develop before they actually open. He's making sure he's getting to the right places, very decisive in his cuts. But his vision has been the key to all these big runs in this game.
And on that last long run, we got a pretty good look at his speed as well. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Watch twins. Twins.
A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Good. 180. 57's the mic. Danny. My touch.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. The last 2 runs have gone nowhere, and now another showdown looming on 3rd and goal.
Point it right. Out.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Check 26.
They run for it with Hunt. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Hunt is unable to get in on 4th and goal. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
46 down, man. 5-4. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Come on.
In his own end zone, it's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.